good morning, everyone. Paul McMann here with Forex Smart Trade. So glad you could be with me this Thursday morning, April 28th, 2024. Here at Forex Smart Trade, our mission is to help you become the best version of yourself by helping you move toward financial independence by teaching you how to currency trade with our super accurate proprietary trading tools. And we supplement that with personalized one-on-one training, which we think is really the most efficient and effective way to figure out currency trading. In this session, I focus on a couple different signals. We have over a dozen. The two that I will be using are something called the 10-point trade and another trade called the thick orange line trade, which is a little scalp trade. Depending on the time that we have. So with that, let us get going. We need to listen to this guy first.
Due to federal and state regulations, we are providing the following disclosure. Please stay tuned, as this will take less than a minute. Foreign exchange, futures, and cryptocurrency trading are highly risky, and you can lose all the money you invest should you decide to engage in live trading. We are not responsible for your investment, trading, or tax decisions. We are not licensed financial advisors, traders, accountants, stockbrokers, or attorneys. We are not licensed commodities brokers and do not engage in or facilitate commodities transactions. We are not an introducing broker, and we make no recommendation as to where you should invest or what broker you should trade with. As you apply what you learn, we recommend you seek advice from licensed professionals. Any trade results that we show should not be considered typical of our students. We do not and cannot track the results or performance of our students' private trading accounts. We do not know what a typical or average student earns or loses trading. This is not a get-rich-quick program, guaranteed system, or business opportunity. We sell training and trading tools. We make no promises our training or tools will generate future income for students, and you may not make your investment back, including your investment in this training. Any redistribution or recording of this material is strictly prohibited without advance written permission.
All right, let's. One of the great things about our program is that we do these live trades. It gives you, it is a teaching opportunity. In addition, hold on just 1 second. I don't want to. Doesn't look like we have connected to the right channel. Let me just double check here. Oops. Let's see. Hi, everyone. Sorry, I was connected to the wrong channel. I noticed nobody was on, and in investigating, I see that I had turned on the wrong channel. So we're here. We have already done the disclosure. I am telling you about how one of the great things about the program is that we do these live trades. When you are a member, we do one every morning at 10 a.m., and another one at 10 p.m. Eastern time. In addition, there's paid sessions at 8 p.m. One, so that you can learn as you are right now, and two, so that you can kind of see how well the program works. So let us, as you know, I like to trade off of a trade routine. Before I come on, I make sure everything is live. And it is good habit to turn your green chart on and off every day to, I guess it clears the memory or something and allows it to work a little faster. Plus it picks up they're constantly tweaking it. It picks up whatever updates are done. Good habit is to, at the end of every trading day, is to review the trades you made that didn't go as you expected. On Tuesday, we took a trade on the Euro USD, a buy trade where we got stopped out. and the issue there is we took too many pips. We just went for too many pips. You remember I discussed we were trading into a downtrend. And when you trade when you're trading against the trend, you need to minimize the number of pips you're taking. So even though we had a buy signal, I took right up until the resistance line. So that was a bad move on my part. In the back of my mind, I was thinking, you got to go with what the chart tells you. And in that case, my trading rules are, you don't go for the full lot when you're trading against the trend. I ignored that because the dollar was so strong. It was at a couple of days ago it was at 107. Today it's at 105. So it's continued to go down. I didn't think I've never seen it this low. So I was thinking, well, there's not much more down in it. But again, that's me putting in interpretation into things and not following what the chart is telling me. If I follow what the chart's telling me, I will be fine. And again, last night on the trade setup, the chart was telling me sell. I almost went against it and was going to take a buy because I'm like, it's so low. But the chart is good. The chart's accurate. If I follow the chart, I will be fine and we will be fine. So given that we are technical traders, we want to know what the news is on currency pairs. So we go to forexfactory.com. Forex Factory breaks the news down into three components. Yellow is low impact, orange is medium impact, and red is high impact. So we've got some news coming up within the next 2 hours on the USD. So we will probably avoid trading the USD. I'd like to be out of it 2 hours beforehand, and we are within that 2 hour window. And then the only other thing we need to note is that there's a bank holiday tonight in Japan. So with that, let us go and see what the charts have for us. You guys can't see my screen. Thank you. Sorry about that. Everything good now? Boy, I'm really screwed up this morning, huh? So maybe this morning isn't a good time to take a trade. All right, so we're going to avoid the Euro USD, but just to kind of reiterate, this is one of the standard charts, the Light 6 Major. I like to call it the composite chart because it shows us 6 different currency pairs, all off of a 1 hour chart. I prefer to trade off of a 1 hour chart. 1 hour chart's going to give me between 5 and 35 pips. And typically my sweet spot is 10 pips. If I can get 3 10-pip trades a day, I am doing very well. I start with the middle part of the chart, the majors and minors. The red and green lines are the major indicators. The black and gray lines are the minor indicators. I am looking for situations where the lines are either above the blue line, which is the overbought line, or below the red line, which is the oversold line. And if they're above, I'm looking for the lines to be pointing down, entering into the channel. If they're below, I'm looking for the lines to be pointed up, going into the channel. So here we've just about gone through the channel, so there's no opportunity here. Euro USD, again, we're just reaching oversold territory. Same with pound USD, USD Canadian, USD Swiss franc oversold, still going up. this would normally be okay where everybody's going down. There is terrific slope on these lines. Uh, uh, the red line is crossed over the green, and the black line's crossed over the green. So I've got 3 points here. One, we're oversold. Two, we're going down. We're just shy of halfway. And when I say halfway, I'm looking at what the majors and minors, the majors are doing. Uh, uh, but I'm not going to take this signal because, one, we've got that news item coming up on the USD, and two, it's going to be a bank holiday uh, in Japan today, and so it's the middle of the night in Japan, and tomorrow will be a bank holiday, so the trading will be light. I've found the signals aren't quite as effective during kind of non-prime time. So we're in non-prime, we're in prime time for the U.S., but we're not in prime time for Japan. But this signal is good. If I look at my TNTs, I've got 3 of the 4 lines supporting this sell trade. The 2 orange lines are going down, and they're going down very steeply. Dotted blue is going up. So 3 of the 4. I've got red line on my pressure. Pressure is up, but starting to go sideways and roll with the red on top. So I've got a point here. So 1 point here, 3 points here, 3 points here. I like that, but I'm not going to do more analysis because we get the news coming up, and we've got that holiday. And you can see this is reacting differently than here where the U.S. is first, the first pair. This is going up. This is going up. Here where the U.S. pair is second in position, these are all going down. So this is going counter to it. So there's something going on with the yen that's making it act differently than what the U.S. dollar is doing in these. But as I said, because of those things, we're going to pass. So I've cloned this chart now, and I call it 6 majors 2, and it has non-U.S. based pairs. So euro pound overbought, still going up. Australian dollar yen going down. We're kind of more than the halfway mark here. What I want to do is I want to catch the down movement here. If I catch the down movement here, I'm going to get the move as it goes through the candle. So my goal is, when I line everything up, is to have a situation that allows the highest probability that the trade is going to do what I expect it to do. And when I get agreement across all 3 sections, that gives me the highest probability. And if I start with the trade when the lines are up here, I should get that run as it goes through the channel. Now, if the lines are down here, can I still get a down move? Yes, I can. But I'm not as sure as to how many pips it's worth if I'm picking up the move down here versus picking up the move up here. So euro, Canadian dollar, we're in the middle of the channel. Australian dollar, New Zealand dollar. This is an okay signal. We're above, we're overbought. Everybody's coming down. And the red and black have crossed over. I don't like this as much because of the slope on the green line. This green line isn't as steep. This line isn't as steep as this line. Also, and we've got 3 out of 4 here. The 2 orange lines going down, dotted blue going up. So 3 telling me sell. I have a rollover, or I've got weak up pressure because the lines aren't as steep, and there's a gap in the lines. So the gap matters. And But I do have the red line on top. So the red line counts as a point on a sell trade. I also like this because the lines are separating. They're kind of pulling apart a little bit. And the green line is gone from more steep to a little bit less steep. But I want to see what else we got before we go back and explore this, because it is evening time in Australia and in New Zealand. So the volume is going to be low. So this isn't a good time of day to trade this pair. So because of that, I want to pass, and I want something that is kind of actively, where it's morning in one of the two markets, and we don't have that here. Pound yen, we're more than halfway through the channel, so I'm going to pass. Euro Australian dollar, again, more than halfway through the panel, so I've got another 6 pairs. So let's see what we see here. Canadian dollar, yen, more than halfway. We also have the issue with the yen, being a bank holiday tonight. Euro New Zealand dollar, almost overbought. Pound New Zealand dollar, middle of the channel. If this were a little shy, if the green line, as soon as that green line goes over the halfway mark, I usually am not interested. Pound New Zealand dollar in the channel. New Zealand dollar USD oversold, going down. Euro Swiss franc overbought, going sideways. I can't see that the green line is, the red line is crossed over here, so we're going to pass on that. So again, I've got another 4. Let's put this over here. Let's see, 4. AUD, Canadian dollar, more than halfway. Swiss franc, yen, more than halfway. Euro yen, more than halfway. Pound Australian dollar. All right. The miners have run through the channel. I'm okay with that. I'm interested. I like to see all the line. I want all the lines going the same way, but it having run through the channel, I'm okay with. I'm interested in where the position of the major is. So major is going up. So I've got 3 points here. 1, we're oversold. 2, everybody's going up. And 3, I've got the double cross where the green line is crossed over the red and the gray line is crossed over the black. If I had my druthers, I would like to see this steeper, but I've got the 3 points here. In fact, we just saw that little kink, so it's gotten a little bit steeper. The 2 orange lines are going up, telling me buy. The blue lines, which are inversely related, so when blue is going down, that means buy. So the 2 blue lines are going down, so all 4 are telling me buy. When I go to my pressure, I've got weak down pressure. What makes it weak is that the lines are separated, and it's really kind of going, there's not much steepness here. It's going sideways more. But I've got sideways pressure with red on top. I want green on top to take this trade. Now the green lines, the lines are converging so that at some point the lines will cross, but it's not quite ready yet. I want to wait till the signal tells me it's ready for the trade. I don't want to anticipate what the signal is going to do. I want it to be there when I take the trade. So it's not quite ready yet. The green line is almost flat, almost horizontal, just a little bit down. I like to also see what this green line is doing. And it's not quite going up yet. So we're going to pass on this guy. New Zealand, Swiss franc, we're more than halfway. Canadian dollar, Swiss franc. We were overbought. We've entered the channel. Everybody's going down. So I've got 3 points here. 2 orange lines going down in support of the sell here. Dotted blue going up, which is in support of the sell. So 3 of the 4 of the TNTs are saying, hey, sell. And I have sideways pressure with red on top. So I like that. Plus, I also like that the green line is kind of sloped down a little bit. So I've got 8 points here. 1 point for the pressure with the red on top. 3 points here. And 3 points here. So 7 points. So when I have 7 points, I am going to go take a look. I want to check my entry. And how I'm going to check my entry is I am going to go to a full chart of the Canadian Swiss franc. So this is my Euro USD. So I'm just going to change it to Canadian CAD CHF. And what I'm looking for is I'm going to, so this chart is showing me a 2 minute, a 30 minute, a 1 hour, a 2 hour, a 4 hour, and a 1 day. So what I want to see is I want to see that the 2 hour and the 4 hour support what I'm seeing here. And basically I'm looking to see that we're overbought. Now, in this case, in both of these, we are on the 2 hour, we are overbought and the lines are going down. Like, this is a terrific setup. I love this setup. So I don't necessarily have to have this setup to take the trade off the 1 hour. I just want to see that they're overbought. I do not want to see we're overbought here, but we're oversold here. So we're overbought. Everybody's going down. We're overbought. Everybody's going down. These lines you can see aren't as steep as this. We got red line on the pressure on top here, red line on top here, and the lines are diverging. So I like this. The entry time is good. And why that's important is if this changes a little bit, I'm still going to pick the trade up off of the 2 hour or the 4 hour. This is telling me it's going down. So I like that. So now I want to figure out, if we go back to my my chart here, we've confirmed the entry. I want to see where the trend support and resistance is. So let's. I'm going to open up a chart with just the candles on it. This is the Euro USD. Oops. And I'm going to pull the chart together. So support and resistance are spots where the candles seem to naturally, stop. And I'm going to drop a line in and try to find these spots where they seem to naturally stop. So it's stopping right in here. It stopped right in here, maybe right in here. I'm going to put a couple lines above and a couple lines below. On the Euro USD, these tend to be about 30 pips apart. So right in here, it seems to stop. Right in here. Let's take one above. And it's a little bit of an art to figure these out. Right in here, and I am going to put one more below. And I scrunch up the chart so that I can get more data points, more spots where I can see what's going on. In this case, there's nothing back here, but you can see if we were down here, there's a bunch. It goes way back. So right in here, we've stopped. Right in here, we've stopped. Right in here, we've stopped. So now I'm going to open it back up so I can see it a little better. What did hold on. Oh shoot. I'm sorry, I should have saved that. Should have saved that. When you change the thing, it doesn't save the picture unless you've saved it. So let me do that again. Well, we remember redraw them in again real quick. The lesson here, though, come on. See how we're sitting on this resistance line? We've got we're trading into an uptrend. So when we trade into an uptrend, we want to take, if we're taking a sell trade, we're going to take less pips. But my pips are going to be defined by how much room I have between the support and resistance lines. And right now we're sitting right on this support line. I do not want to take a sell trade, until we break through that resistance line. So even though I kind of like the trade, until it breaks this, I don't want to take it. So we had the setup, but we're sitting on the resistance line, and I'm not going to take a trade for 2 pips. It's just not worth it to me. I want to get, between these 2 resistance lines, we're at 44, 75, 44 to 75, 63. That's 20 pips. If it's on this side of the pip, on this side of the line, I could take up to 20 pips to get to this line, which is what we did the other day, which was too much. So, maybe I would take 10 pips, take half of it once it's broken this line. But I'm not going to take it now because we're sitting on this resistance line. In a half an hour, if you go back and take a look at it, and if it's closed on the other side of this line, maybe. But I'm not taking it right now. I'm not, there's not enough there. So with that, let's go and see. We've got like 3 minutes left or 1 minute left. Let's see if we can find a little scalp trade. We used up our time doing the analysis. And at the end of the day, we didn't take a trade, which is okay. A lot of new traders feel compelled that they have to take a trade. So even though the setup isn't perfect, euro pound, even though the setup isn't perfect, they'll take the trade. This is at 9 point. I'm looking what this number is. This is a different signal. I want this number to be 0 or 10. 0 or 10. If it's 0 or 10 or within 1 point, I've got the first part of the signal. So this is at 9.8, part 1 of the signal. When this is at 10, it's telling me that it doesn't see that there's much more up in the movement. There's not much more up in the movement. It is a good time to sell. Then I want to look at where these are, the majors and minors, to confirm it. These are well overbought. The lines are way above the blue. So I've got part one, part two. I like this for a sell. The candle just changed. So I'm going to just confirm that this dropped by a point. If it dropped by a point, we're going to take the sale, and it did. So let's go ahead and do a 5 pip sell on the euro pound. 5 pip sell on the euro pound. So I'm going to go to, this is my MetaTrader 4. Go to, I don't have the euro pound open, so I'm going to go to File, New Chart, and I'm going to look for the euro pound. Not in that group. Euro pound is in the second group. I'm going to open it up. I want to put it back to what we're looking at. I am going to go to the second row here to new order, click new order. It opens up the window. Check the symbol, euro pound, check the volume. I've got the 7,500 in this demo account. So I'm going to take a lot size of 0.75. I just moved, and I told him I'm going to take it 7.6. I'm going to round up. I'm just going to move the decimal place over 4 spots. I'm not going to worry about the stop loss or take profit yet. I am just going to put it in market sell. Once it records, I am going to right click anywhere along it, go down to modify, left click on it. And this trade is worth 5 pips. We don't have to do any analysis. So 5 pips, if I put 50 in there, 5 pips equals 50 points. And I click the little blue button, it does the math for me. We're going to use a 4-to-1 on this. So my stop loss is going to be 20 pips. And I want to make sure I get the full 5 pips, and you can see the price has moved a little bit. We got in at 84.20. So I'm going to go to 84.15. 84.15.3. So I'm taking 5 away from the 20 to get that 5 pips. And now I am going to click the modify button, and it records everything. So I've got we did a sell using the thick orange line signal on the euro pound. Take profit is 0.84153, 0.84153. Stop loss is 0.84450, 84450. So let's see if we have any questions. No questions. All right, gang. Thank you for joining me this morning. We are here to make you successful traders. The indicators work. We show that every day. We have the talent and skill to kind of efficiently train you to do this well. If you have any questions, go to the person you are coaching with, or go ahead and set up an appointment with me, and I'm happy to kind of walk through things with you. All right. Thank you, gang. We will see you Monday evening at 6:30. Monday evening at 6:30. Thanks so much. Bye-bye.